What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal, YouTube? And today is July the 9th of 2014. So today I am going to be doing my top 5 teams of the AFC. That's right, my top 5 AFC teams. I made my list on my Facebook page, and I put this on my Facebook page, and I just want to go through it in video form. So if you follow me on Facebook, you've already seen this list. We've already debated back and forth about this list. Now, first of all, let's go through a couple honorable mentions that will not make my top 5. Number 1 are the San Diego Chargers. They will not make my top 5. I don't think they are a top 5 AFC team. Number 2, the Indianapolis Colts. I don't think they are a top 5 team simply because of the defense that they have. The last team is my team, the Miami Dolphins. They are not a top 5 team to me. I still think our offense needs serious work. That could all change. I mean, what are we, like 2 months out before the season starts? So, I mean, I could absolutely be wrong. I could be wrong about all of these things, but this is why predictions are called predictions. Anyway, let's jump right into my number 5 team is the Kansas City Chiefs, led by Mr. Andy Reid, quarterback Alex Smith, Dwayne Bowe. Now, the only reason why they're number 5 is because they did lose a few weapons on that offensive line, but this is still a team that brings back Dwayne Bowe. They bring back Jamal Charles. The defense is going to be a defense that is going to get after the quarterback. I don't like shipping off one of your best cornerbacks and letting him go to San Diego, but I do think the Kansas City Chiefs are the 5th best team in the AFC. The very next team is the Denver Broncos. Now, they went out and they added some pieces to the offense. To the defense and the offense as well. They added Aqib Talib. They added DeMarcus Ware, but I do not think the defense was the big problem. I think as long as you have a stand-around quarterback at your quarterback position, you're setting yourself up to get beat by teams that can get pressure on you. As long as Peyton Manning is the quarterback of the Broncos, they will not win a Super Bowl. They will play great in the regular season. Don't get it twisted. They will play like a house on fire in the regular season, but as soon as they go up against one of those big physical teams like the 49ers, like the Arizona Cardinals, like who else? The Seattle Seahawks, the Carolina Panthers. As soon as they go up against one of those teams that can get pressure with 4-down linemen and play bump and run physical coverage, Peyton Manning is going to catch hell. Period. Death to the stand around. The next team has a very similar problem. They are the Patriots. Another very good franchise, but they have a stand-around quarterback. They will do well in the regular season. They will. But as soon as they go up against one of those big physical teams, a la the Ravens in the playoffs, a la the Giants in the playoffs, a la the 49ers or the Seahawks, one of those teams that can play bump and run coverage, knock off the timing of those routes, and then get after the quarterback that can't do shit unless the pocket is there and unless they are protected perfectly, it will be done. It's going to be done. But I do think the Patriots will win 10, 11 games this season. There's no doubt about it. They are one of the better teams in AFC. You add Browner, you add Revis, and I think this defense is solid. I still don't like the receiving core that they have, but with the system that they have, it works because with Edelman and Amendola, what you're going to see a lot of that you always see with the Patriots is a lot of 2 and 3 yard passes where you'll see Tom Brady take 2 steps and get the ball out to a screen where you have a wide receiver and a bunch of guys in front of him. You see it a lot. They run that a lot, and it works for them. And a lot of teams don't have a way to beat that. My number 2 team in the AFC is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers may not have as good a record as some of the teams below them. They might not have as good a record as the Patriots or the Broncos, I'm not saying they will. I'm saying they are a better team in the AFC. And let me tell you why. Well, first of all, they're not going to have as good a record is because they go against the Ravens twice, they go against the Cincinnati Bengals twice, and even the Cleveland Browns are going to be a solid team this year, whereas the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Buffalo Bills are not very solid teams. The Jets might be the better out of those. And I forget who's in the division with the Raiders. The Raiders might be solid. They might be my surprise team of the year. But no way are they going to be better than the Bengals or the Ravens, which the Steelers have to play. So, I can see the Steelers winning 9 or 10 games, and I'm praying that they're able to make the playoffs because they will be a tough team to beat. You add some speed on defense, you add some speed on offense. You have a top 5 quarterback in the NFL in Big Ben Roethlisberger, and I see this team. They're getting back to Steeler football. If you look in the backfield, you see a replica of what the bus used to be. Big, fast, and agile. That's what the running back position is right now for the Steelers, and I'm very excited about this Steeler team. That leaves us with my number 1 team in the AFC. That will be the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, you put another top 5 quarterback in Joe Flacco. You have Steve Smith. You have Torrey Smith. You have Dennis Pitta coming back. You get Ray Rice back on track. The defense was solid last year. They weren't horrendous and they weren't great, but they were solid. You get one more year under the belt without Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, and I think you got I forgot who the middle linebacker is. But this Raven team is the best team in the AFC. They've got the quarterback to get it done. He's not going to throw for 50 touchdowns. He doesn't need to. I don't care if he throws for 50 touchdowns. I care that he goes into the playoffs and wins. I guarantee you that the Ravens won't score 8 points in the playoffs. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you they won't go to the Super Bowl and score 8 points. And I guarantee you won't have to change your entire offense because Joe Flacco can't do shit without being perfectly protected. Joe Flacco has the ability to create, something that your sorry-ass quarterback in Denver does not. Anyway, those are my top 5 teams in the AFC. Gonna be doing my top 5 teams in the NFC. I'll talk to you guys next time right here on Hard Hitting Sports. Peace.